I know I have what it takes to take one of these down.
Definitely one of my best rounds I've ever shot.
The card I played with, we had all shredders on the card. It kind of felt easy to play good because everyone's playing good. I took a lot of time off after Worlds. Coming back into Green Mountain, I didn't really have that many expectations, so I'm just happy to be playing well. I would say the putting was working. I found myself, I had a few long looks and I made them, and then whenever I didn't have a long look, I would be like putting it close.
I felt like I prepared pretty well this off season and it didn't show the first half of the season. And then starting at Preserve, I started hitting my stride and I've only finished outside the top 20 one time since then. Shooting 14 was nice. I was just putting it, 20 feet, making those 20 footers, and I think I had like 2 putts at like 30 feet. Other than that, I didn't have any testers.
Pretty relaxed. There wasn't a ton of pressure. I liked where I was after the first round. And I know I didn't have to push that hard to end up in a good spot for round 3. 12 is an eagleable par 5. Made a game time decision to go for the eagle to try to shoot the perfect round, put it inside circle 1 and end up missing the putt just right side. At that point, I knew the perfect round was pretty much out the window.
This weekend, I already think it's a success. Just coming out, playing well, just getting more experience.
I love Vermont. These courses, they complement each other so well.
GMC and MVP are 2 of the events that I think the majority of the field, like if they could only win one Elite Series that year, they would pick one of the 2.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 3 front 9 coverage of the MPO lead card here at the 2024 Discrafts Green Mountain Championship playoff event number 1. BigBarri commentary in the booth, bringing you all the action, from the second half of this event. We are back to Brewster Ridge today.
Yeah, Brewster, Woodsy Golf.
And we saw scores not quite as hot at Brewster as they were yesterday at Fox Run, but Fox Run was a pretty special day.
Yeah.
Want you guys to meet Trash Panda's new disc, the Ozone. This is their flippy to neutral fairway driver. It's made out of 100% grippy, durable, recycled plastic. Not the best discs on the planet, but the best discs for the planet. That's the coolest slogan in disc golf for sure. Gannon Buhr is he's a generational talent. 16 under yesterday, missed 2 putts.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Evan Smith has been pretty extraordinary. As he said in the intro, only 1 missed top 20 in the last 3 or 4, maybe even 5 tournaments. Been on a roll lately. Very smooth player. It's going to be a pleasure to see him play through the woods here. What do you guys say about Paul McBeth?
Well, I mean, there's not much to say about him. What we know about him is one of the greatest of all time, and he's going to put himself in contention over and over and over again until he breaks through. This season hasn't quite broken through yet, which is surprising. Joseph Anderson has, and he's kind of riding that momentum in
Hasn't
the
missed a
playoffs.
putt in the circle yet so far. That's one of the things. If he can do that, man, we know he's smooth off the tee, backhand and forehand. McBeth, though, 13-year streak of Elite Series wins. He's got just a few more events to do it.
Yep.
This one, next week, USDGC, and then the Pro Tour Championships. Can he pull through and keep the streak alive? Him and Ricky have been in that battle for a long time. Ricky's already got his Elite Series this year.
3-shot lead from Urbandale, Iowa. Let's give a big hand for Gannon Buhr.
First round, we saw Gannon leak it to the right. Let's see if he makes the correction. Put a little more anhyzer on the stable disc.
Yeah, I think he will. He loves throwing this mid here. I think it's an MD5. Shouldn't speculate. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, look at that. Just hammer that over.
Overcorrects a little bit there.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. It's just so the dead straight.
25 feet, yep.
That's all you want
Next
to do.
on the tee from Raleigh, North Carolina. Help me welcome Evan Smith.
Going with the backhand here. He does have a ton of power with the side piece. I mean, he rips it. He's playing the straight shot. This is going to come out, and I will stick to my guns on this one. This is a bit wide.
45, I'm with you there.
43 feet.
box next, from Huntington Beach, California. He's the 2019 Green Mountain Champion and a 6-time world champion. Let's make some noise for Paul McBeth.
A player who's had success here and everywhere on the planet that they have disc golf courses. Beth back on lead card.
See if he can get a little turn out of this. He does. This
Yeah,
is going to be fantastic.
That's all you get. I mean, look, that didn't move that far right at all. Just dead straight. 12 feet away.
And finishing out our lead foursome from Athens, Georgia, let's warmly welcome Joseph Buckets.
Joseph Bucket.
Joseph Bucket. The Buckster.
I kind of like the Buckster.
Oh, that's buttery.
That
smooth.
is so smooth.
Skip in. Might as well. Oh, a little short. That's fine. Perfect. Yeah. We all got putts here. Nobody off to the left or the right. That's what you're looking for. Start off with a nice putt. That's what Evan's got to do here.
Give yourself a chance. And pulls that one right. You hate to miss him. You definitely don't like to airball him. Not from that close.
Yeah, that's nerves. That's all it is.
Pretty easy start there for Gannon.
Park job from Buckets and a park job from McBeth after Evan taps this one in.
Joseph Bucket.
Oh, my bad. Brewster's been guarding against the score this week a little bit. You know, we're not seeing those deep teens that sometimes happens out here so far. Today's a new day. As we look at the leaderboard, we're going to see that it's still guarding so far a little bit from the big-time double-digit score.
Okay. Eagle McMahon going grenade. That's fun. That is absolutely nuts.
Wow.
Where is it?
Right next to it, right behind that tree.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
I mean, what an imagination.
I guess you said that we're about to see scores. For me, it will be the first time seeing scores. Once again, I'm doing my favorite thing where I am not watching at all. So this is live for me, just like it is for you at home.
Oh, helpful.
That's about as good of a break as you're going to get with a yank drive. And Eagle's still going to go for it. You know he is.
Break around.
Paul.
One of the only ones that can do it from that far.
Paul. You have got to be kidding me with that shot.
Beautiful.
Why did that look like he was throwing a pitch? Like that was just a little pitch up.
That's what he does.
And he goes forehand on this line. Okay. Early left. See if he can scramble to save the par. He's looking into the sky. Okay. Just so you know, you don't need to do that. Like the low line is certainly there for the skip shot.
Yeah, what's going on with this guy?
He's having fun, man.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, you know what? I'm not injured anymore. I'm going to go ahead and start throwing those big shots that you guys liked back in the day. Ricky Wysocki off to a good start, 5 through 6. The approach on the tricky little hole 7.
That was Rick.
That must have meant that he had a great drive.
Yeah, wow. That was way around.
That was a
the
very
corner.
short approach. 6 for 7 start for Ricky Wysocki. And here we go. We're going to see the leaderboard. See where people are at right now. Has anyone caught Gannon? No, they have not. Ricky and Ezra, GT Hancock. Let's give a shout out to GT. Lately, this man has been playing incredible. Just absolutely tore up the CCR a few weeks, 1 week before the Deglow. Congratulations to him for his great play. He's right there in the mix.
Absolutely. Hole 2, par 4, 550. Saw what Eagle did. You can get there if you make a mistake early, but it's a scramble hole. Throw it down the middle. If you're not directly in the middle, you're going to have all kinds of options. I've seen anything from backhand turnovers to flex shots, skip shots, rollers for second shots.
Yeah, sir. I haven't got over the fact that Eagle hit the first tree on the right side and put it under the basket. What a good bounce for Gannon.
Yeah, a lot of shots when they are going left like that, they do like to pull to the right a little bit. So that's a high IQ shot right there. You can see how the ground play is moving from left to right once your disc hits.
Yeah, but they usually do it for shots like, well, McBeth pulls us to the right a little bit, and that's
lucky to square the tree.
And right side of that lane there, I think McBeth might have a backdoor forehand available to him. But typically the shots that you see that get that counter skip are coming in flat. Gannon's was hitting with hyzer, and I think he hit a root. Very fortunate break.
When this guy throws his pink mid-range, it's usually good. Doesn't get the turn, and
oh my goodness, what a kick. Right? Mm-hmm. There's no birdie from over there. That far left, that far up the fairway, you're pitching around the corner, but now he is back in birdie position.
This is off. Needs to avoid the big kick right, and he gets the kick left. That
hasn't won a tour series yet.
No.
You know, Joseph Buckets, Gannon Buhr, they've won. It's just the kick the course gives you. So a little bit too tight to force the forehand. McBeth having to go with the standstill early tree, and he's...
Another fortunate break, not to pull it just a little bit more to the right. That's out of bounds. That's a double bogey right away. This is just a pitch out.
That's right where Joseph Buckets and Gannon are.
Pulls another one.
Oh, well, there's your double.
Yep. That's just a mistake you can't do. That's why the forehand, you gotta just like kind of buckle down and throw it there.
And he's got such a good forehand. I'm surprised he didn't lean on that one there.
It really protects against the right side kick. All these guys have to be going forehand.
That's just right down.
Yeah, he's got to miss that.
The avenue.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That is just right down the middle.
Came close to those trees on the left, but perfect amount.
And this is the approach shot you practice, so this is pretty stock here on the Anheuser Flex.
Good shot, smart playing, pitch it out to the middle to your good spot, and then executes from there.
It's just right down the middle. You could draw a line from the bird's eye view, and that's the line Gannon took. Not an easy double bogey either. He's still got this little touchy shot.
Trying to throw it in.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yep. He's got some work left. It's going to be 28 feet. Downhill, pretty quick 28 feet. And you hate to say good putt for the double bogey, but that was. Remember, oh, Joey.
Oh, that's something you can't do.
That's a few inches outside of bullseye. It's unacceptable. Got to knock that down.
Yep.
I was about to say, you remember yesterday when league card started, the hot scores were in like 16th place. The Gannon's round yesterday was so hot that even with the field doing what they're doing this week, which is pretty special stuff, he still has 3 on the field.
Wow.
Still haven't caught him. And they may never. He's already got 5 strokes on the card. 3 right now on Ezra, who is already through 7 holes. Things are starting to open up for our leader. Oh boy. He likes to get leads and just go with it.
Bye.
He's kind of a bye-bye kind of guy. Hole 3, par 3, 320 feet. Take that right side hyzer, straight shot. Probably force it out there with a little bit of anhyzer, maybe flat with an overstable fairway driver, and just crash back into the green. What was I saying?
I mean, that's as good as they make them right there, buddy. That is so good. Angle control perfect, down tempo with the form.
Chasing the sport for 18 years, and I've never felt like it's as easy as every single round I see him play. Some kind of freedom. Joey a little early on his release, misses the line just a bit.
Oh, no.
Evan takes a hard kick left.
That's going to be a tough scramble from over there.
I agree. There are some places where you have open avenues, but there's a lot of places where you don't have anything.
Yeah, he'll have a scramble shot. It's just going to be thin.
That's a good recovery shot from Paul as long as it stays up. That's what happens a lot on this hole. You get up there, you think someone's done a good drive, and they're 45 feet short, and that's how it happens.
You got to go for it, and it's on that little high rise. It can get away from you quick.
Yeah, look what he has to go with that wide hyzer. This is where Eagle decided to go to the moon, but that's the more traditional way to get up and down. Good shot from Evan.
Well,
Pesky.
yeah, and he just missed one of those, so it's going to be good for him to prove his point.
I agree. McBeth like to prove a point right here. I don't know what point that was, but he'll try again on the next hole.
Ooh, left again. That one catches. It was high enough. If that's lower, same result as the last hole.
Yep. And Gannon's got another birdie. The only birdie on the card for Gannon.
He's already pulled away from this lead card. He's up 6 on it. That's pretty ridiculous.
Disc graph built for flight. Built for flight.
Hole 4 is a 550-foot, slightly left to right off the tee, moving par 4. You want to land right about here with that little crooked tree. Set yourself up for another shot that kind of barely moves left to right and back left again. Got to get over that rock wall. Just get up here on these wood chips and give yourself a putt. Anything right early is really bad place, and you can get kicked left, and it can be pretty bad over there too.
This is another one. You see a lot of turnovers, sidearms,
Yeah.
rollers.
All sorts of different plays. And that's shockingly right in the middle for Gannon. Silverlet told me he likes to go forehand roller, and he said he's been as close as C2. That would be a fun shot to see.
Wow. Missed the last
That's
one.
going to hit it and do that little weird kick left.
That's why you go faster, I feel like, you know?
Just a bit. Just a bit. Got to get past that second tree. You can't really see it because the big one's in the way. But you know it's there.
See this one. Watch when it gets past that tree.
It's
Oh, wow.
well, it kicks harder. That's why you go slow on this hole. You never want to go fast.
That was bizarre. They usually beat it.
Yeah, that thing careened left. Holy moly.
The hyzer flip
Yeah.
late turn hits it, doink, somehow from this spot.
Right. All right,
That's
two drives in the middle. I think, yeah, we'll see what Joseph has. Not a whole lot. That is some money control there. Oh my gosh, he's going to get a birdie putt. That is really very well done, man. That is in control with a lot of power, with a flippy driver through a gap.
Yeah, and that's as good as it could have been. So he's throwing it to 40 feet.
Yep. Evan's got backdoor hyzer. This could get up to a long putt as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's pin high.
Jeez.
Those are unexpected birdie looks. Good for them.
Surprising to see him go forehand here, but
Goes
got
long.
some sort of look.
Yeah, the play is with the forehand, if you do it like Paul did, to just throw at those trees at the corner right by the rock wall and just break them inside. That one just had a little bit too much pace on it. See if Gannon can make... Oh, he's going to try to go through the back door. No, he's trying to do the same thing, just hits the trees.
Do you think he makes that? Just going to ask you.
Yeah, I do. I think he feels too comfortable. I mean...
This is so far.
I don't care. I think he makes it.
Okay.
See? Wasn't even close.
I was just proving to our audience that you didn't watch this. You're welcome.
They don't believe me. That's crazy. McBeth coming up short. That is gonna... I almost had a tree chop down. It's so frustrating when Gannon finally gives you a little window and then you don't take advantage of it because you so rarely have an opportunity to get a stroke on him. Evan, with the worst drive of the group, takes the only birdie on the card. I would have lost money on that bet.
And he's his closest competitor on this card, so that was a big time little stroke swing. Now he takes the box.
Sure.
Now you need to get 9 in a row. You know?
How many holes are left?
You get what I mean? You gotta,
sure.
you gotta go on a crazy streak to put a little pressure on this guy. That's what has to happen.
First birdie of the round. Up to the fun hole 10. Ricky Wysocki keeps this one left, but my goodness, has he thrown the straightest disc of all time or what? Okay.
That's going OB, right? Isn't there OB left?
I don't think it's going to get that far left. You have to go pretty far left for that. Let's get a little major champion Presnell action here. This one is going to go left. I don't know if it's fast enough to find the OB. Close, though. Send it, dude.
Wow.
No one does it like Prezi. That putt is
Honestly,
unique.
it looked like just the wildest follow through on the basket. You know, or I mean on the tee pad, like his throw. He's turning it over. That was wild. That was wild looking. And then he gets over here and he just shovel putts it right in there. And it's just the craziest way this guy plays. I'm telling you, it's one of the coolest things you'll watch. He's just doing it.
I love
a
it.
way nobody has ever done it.
I
and
love
he's doing it at the highest level you could possibly do disc golf, period. It's crazy.
I just, it tickles me to death when a player just coming from the woodwork somewhere, you know, develops this form on their own. And then you're like, were you influenced by anyone? Clearly not. You did this all on your own, and you've done it so much that you've really harnessed your craft to the point where you're on tour and winning majors. Like,
yeah. I mean, you're not
seeing
anybody do it like Prez has done it though. He doesn't have the big distance.
He used to do it wearing soccer cleats, man.
Yeah. When I think about major champions, you're thinking of like the cleanest looking fluidity
like
to the swing.
Maybe you want like something like what Evan Smith has.
Yeah, you know, but then
that
you watch
shot was dimed.
the eye test. You watch Prez and you're like, well, that was crazy how it went right by the basket.
That's literally the number one
cool.
chucker in the world. But I know that sounds like a condescending remark as Gannon pushes That should be out of bounds. Let's just call it accurate. That should have hit a tree, should have gone out of bounds, and it's just 3 inches away from bullseye. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not calling Presnell a chucker.
No, he's won over 100 tournaments in his life with a major.
But it just
to boot.
It doesn't pass the eye test, is what I think you're saying. This hole's easy. See, watch these guys do it. The trick is you have to throw it straight for so long, and then you have to get the breaking point once it beats that tree that you can see in the middle of the fairway. That's a pretty narrow fairway for that shot shape.
This is going to take it on.
Yo, barely, but doesn't get to past that last big one. This is a big putt for Paul coming up.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, this has gotta, it's gotta at least look good to him.
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to beast mode activated again. You know, those are some fun times. And he's had it. Obviously, he's on lead card after half of the event.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's done it for 13 years straight. You know he's thinking about it. And if there's anything left in the tank, it's going to be shown in the next few tournaments. You know, USDGC, keep your eye on that guy because it's the greatest that we've ever seen.
Has he won it
point
twice
of
or
our generation?
times?
Who knows? I think at least twice.
Yeah, I know twice for sure. And I agree. And the question that I have is, how deep is that well for Paul McBeth?
Oh,
you know what I
there's
mean?
More left in here. He's out here doing it. I mean, he's on the lead cards all the time. It's not like he's getting in position. He just hasn't. He's running against him a few years ago. You know what I mean? He's running against a person who's having a year that
like
people are talking about.
Yeah.
The 2015. That's the year that he's comparing him, or that people in the media and everywhere are talking about. Those two. Is this the greatest season of all time? If he wins out, you know?
Climo's 96.
Yeah.
Paul's 2015. Gannon's 24.
Sure.
Evan, does that kick OB? No, not quite far enough, fortunately.
And I remember thinking the same thing in 2015. Like, this is impossible for us to compete against.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless, like, you go to the Memorial or something.
Yeah. Memorial or the Australian C tier.
Yeah, he didn't even know that was sanctioned, and he got third place to some local dude in Australia. That's the only one he's sour about.
Yeah.
That and maybe the Memorial, I don't know.
But in order to for you, as we watch Joey throw a perfectly flipped up putter shot. Ooh, 2 flips.
Yeah, maybe too much flip.
That's fine.
Tester putt.
But I mean, for you to win that tournament, it took 2 of the best putts I've ever seen live. You know what I mean?
0 OBs for 72 holes. That's the only reason it happened. And he had his bag stolen. So let's give him some credit here. Like,
I forgot about that point.
McBeth down the middle on. Well, hey,
it's trying.
That's a deep well right there. That disc fought. That disc knew who threw it, and it was saying, "I'm gonna work for you, buddy."
Now this is the range. This guy. Watch how it looks the same as his 20-footer, pretty much. I mean, look how slow that comes in.
What chance does that have to go past 12 feet? 0. Fast putt here. Joseph Bucket.
Catch it. Catch it right side. That's nice.
Those are always fun.
Oh, yeah.
Lead card.
He thinks he missed it right about here.
Yeah, he gave the little grimace. You can see him going, it. Good work on Joseph, the disc, and the basket.
Has to go in.
Yeah, seriously. Yep. So even par now for McBeth. Obviously not the start at all that he was looking for, but can get on a run now. Would be an awesome story if he was able to get to 8 or 9 under for the round. Missing just a couple more. I mean,
oh yeah,
4 pars, rest birdies. It's a good round.
Bird's missed 1 time.
Yeah. Don't get used to it.
Escape to the mountains this fall and stay at Smuggler's Notch Resort. With mountainside lodging and breathtaking views of foliage right at your doorstep. Conveniently located in the heart of Vermont, Smugs has everything you need right at your fingertips with many activities to choose from. Go apple picking, biking, or take a scenic cruise on beautiful Lake Champlain. Explore our local community with specialty shops, fine dining, and antiques. Book 3 nights or more and get the next night of lodging free.
Hole 7's a fun one. Got to get clean off the tee. Early kicks here are usually pretty devastating. You see a lot of forehand rollers from out of position on this hole. Try to get up near this tee pad on the right there. And then you have a pretty short pitch up the hill with one little pesky tree. And then the basket's elevated on this little rock cluster. It's a pretty hole. Pretty simple for these guys, though. It's just a straight fairway driver at about 60%.
I want to see somebody get as close as Ricky did. That was wild.
Yeah, he was way up there.
If this one gets a good skip and misses those inside trees, yeah, it's going to be pretty dang far.
That's just as good as you'd ever want it to be.
The way he throws, it's like throwing a putter shot. The way he's throwing these drive, like, is he actually like just tossing them down there? Like, he's not throwing them. You know, he's just tossing them.
He's just doing his form, his routine. The disc just happens to know exactly when to come out of the
You know what I mean? But when you're throwing a 100-foot up shot,
yeah,
like, that's a toss. That's not a throw. It's not ripping out of your hand.
I see what you're saying.
And it looks like he's just tossing it.
Well,
like, that looks like it ripped out of Paul's hand. When he's trying to do stuff.
Yep.
When Gannon throws, it looks like he's just tossing.
Kind of skips into the shot, and then just his arm reaches back, and then the perfection starts.
See, this is a throw.
Right. Slow down, though. That rock slowed it down.
Helpful.
Could be tricky, actually, from right there. Looks like it's in the middle of the fairway, but
yeah,
it's going to be technical.
Oh, look at this. Put a little Anheuser on there. Bad footing. Oh.
Missed that guy.
Oh, it might still be fine. It is.
Whoa, what a shot. A glancing blow for Paul McBeth.
I think it's in the same spot almost if it misses that.
Probably. That's a great shot.
Did you see how he had to go down? That was so impressive. We were talking about that yesterday, how he's able to manipulate the body in these awkward situations, and he does great right there.
Evan actually had a pretty open lane. Ends up hitting one of the last trees. It's going to be 27 feet. And keeps that one wide. Is it going to stable out enough? Yes, it will. The camera changed angles and it fooled me.
This is a little awkward.
Yeah, I think he agrees.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, sure.
Had to take on that right side. That's scary.
Evan Smith. Yeah, great putt. I remember we were covering James Conrad one time on this course, and he started off birdieing the first 7. Now, granted, Gannon has a par, but I remember feeling so impressed by what James was doing. Granted, he also is doing it with only the backhand, but this 6 through 7 start for Gannon has almost been a snore. Like, I am impressed beyond words, but also at the same time, it doesn't even surprise me in the least how easy he makes it look.
What I'm saying, if we were playing a 150-foot course and you filmed me, it would look so boring watching me just toss a nose up putter down the fairway. That's what I'm noticing. It's looking like he's just tossing.
This is right about the time when the comment section goes crazy with, oh, Jerm's gushing over Gannon again. I mean, maybe you don't quite understand how difficult it is. He's got a 6-shot lead in the playoffs right now, and we're just barely into the second round or third round.
Yeah, what's wild is that the entire playoff group yesterday played unbelievable golf at the highest level I've ever seen in any tournament ever.
6-shot lead still.
And he has a 6-shot lead over that group of the most impressive golf that I've ever seen at a tournament.
And the only time I think we've seen him smile the whole time is when he made that putt on 13 over the limbs. And then he was like, oh, well, and he touched his head with the putters like, I can't believe it. Like Michael Jordan back in the day against the Trailblazers, shrugging his shoulders while making all the threes.
You can't possibly throw another perfect shot, can you? Oh, it's going to leak.
Oh,
Not
no. But the problem with this one is that he's thrown it right by a root.
Right in front of it.
Yeah. I'm going to nitpick here at this point.
Well, he said yesterday in his interview, yeah, tomorrow I want to go 4 for 4. That's my goal. I want to go 4 for 4. That's like what I've been doing in practice. And I'm like, what? That's your game plan? I'm going to go 4 for 4 to start the round?
Oh.
He said that in his interview.
So he's like looking past.
Yeah,
the
he's
first
like,
four
he's like, yeah, I
holes.
normally go 4 for 4, and then I have a game plan after that. And I'm like, oh, so we scratched the first 4. Those are gimmies.
those are already in the bank. That's funny. Oh, Evan, early tree kick, and this is how bogeys are made.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen. See, when a disc loves a tree. Okay, well.
I'm calling par.
Par is salvageable. That was a great out.
Underrated comment when a disc loves a tree, by the way.
Thank you.
This is a fantastic shot. It's still good. Got a chance from there. He's far enough up there to where it's going to take a really great shot to get up to the hole, but doable. Just miss everything now.
Yeah. You know, this is kind of how, well, this ended up back to the left side, but that's kind of how Gannon played it the first round, just playing it up that right side the whole way and had just a simple approach for the big birdie. Only hole in the course that plays above par is hole 8.
Can't believe he didn't go with his game plan. Missed hole 4. He must be distraught. That's so good.
Yeah, and same thing, stays off to that right side, and I think you're going to see a pretty short, easy approach for Gannon.
Can this get all the way there? Not like that.
Yeah, not like that.
He brought bogey way back into play.
Mm-hmm.
He threw that second shot actually probably too good because it enticed him to go.
Yeah, right.
Go for the birdie.
It is nice sometimes to just get put in your place.
Yeah,
you know,
like, hey.
All right, hey, chill out, bro. Come on. You ain't got no business going for the birdie.
This is doable. Needs a little height and needs to pan out slowly.
And a little love at the end. Yeah. Little love at the end.
The pan out slowly. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what I was picturing.
This dude's such a baller. Well, it's got some work to do.
Yeah, this is tight.
Ah.
Oh, and another branch. That's in.
Yeah, I don't know. I gave him a lot of credit last time. I'm gonna reserve myself. I'm gonna see where he's at before I make a prediction. Oh, come on. The skinniest one in the way. That was on the right line, too. But man, if there's not a perfect example how this hole plays for like almost every card, it's just somebody's just playing army golf.
Paul kind of gets a bad kick there. I don't like that shot that he had.
That wasn't a really good throw either. Mm-hmm. He was a little early on his release. You can tell he was a little bit uncomfortable. Is Gannon all the way into the top, or is he still on the upslope?
Oh, no.
Oh, he's got a straddle from back edge of C2.
Oh.
I was certain it was in.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Ran out of pace.
Well, a par on 8's not going to lose many strokes. Oh, just get over the rim. Did it hit it 3 times or twice? I mean, that was just brutal. Meanwhile, Joey bucket.
Found a little something.
And it's going to grab a stroke on our leader. That's going to get him within 6.
Ooh.
I feel you, Paul.
Takes a bit of courage right there.
Bad angle, too. Coming in from over the shoulder. Corey Ellis on hole 9. Well, that's a dot.
Oh, man, that's good.
That is exquisite. Looked like a putter. Maybe a mid, though. Probably mid.
Isaac, 10 through 17.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. And that's a good illustration how difficult this course plays compared to Fox Run, which I didn't think I'd ever be saying that, honestly.
It flipped.
It flipped somehow. We're not seeing those 12 and 13s like we thought we'd probably see. But there's just too many trees, you know? Like at Fox Run, you can get away by missing your line by a little bit.
And, you know, I think Fox Run is really guarded by the wind. If it's a little breezy, it gets a lot harder. Hole 9, the par 5.
Oh, what a kick for Joey. That is going to be pin high 20. Wow. Well, no, it's going to come up a bit short, but still inside the circle.
And on this hole, even for this hole, for example, or this course, there's usually wind coming up this fairway.
No way.
Oh, Gannon.
Oh my God.
I like what he's trying there. I know that he is a little surprised that he hit a tree, but he knows he can't keep it that close to that right side. McBeth. Eyes are flipping. It looked like a Luna.
Oh, that's a good break. Gets through there. He needs it. I mean, he's off pace. He's in 32nd place right now.
My gosh. What an illustration of the consistency of the field through this event. And
tough bogey set or par saves from over there. It's doable, but typically you land short a little bit, trying to slide up and not go too far, and then you have to run a 40-footer.
Pretty overstable.
That's
and
great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Gives himself a look.
I wonder how far Gannon got.
Oh, okay. Field doesn't hate to see this. Certainly escapable. But it takes a great shot to do it.
That was awesome.
Little window through the limbs up high. All right.
Probably for 5 in a row.
And to take 2 consecutive strokes on the lead. And you betcha.
Greatest kick ever.
Really was nice. I mean, it was going to get up left and short, but that just recorrected it. Put it back online. And then in for the par save. He took a bogey on hole 4, round 1. I don't think well, certainly no bogeys yesterday. I don't think he took any other bogeys the rest of the round.
That was an awesome save from Evan and Gannon. Very underrated.
All right, McBeth washes away the bogey on 8 with a nice birdie on 9. Gets to 20 under, 10 back of the lead. 10 back of the lead. Where does that put you? Well, we saw Corey just throw a gorgeous shot on 9. Falls up with a little bit shorter here on 10.
He'll take that, though. Looks great. Gets down there. Not left, not right. This play's a little shorter, too.
The follow through. That's what you got to watch on Corey Ellis's putt. Just such an exaggerated sweep of the hand. Really leans that disc forward. Just the whole body goes into it. Such a good putter.
Yeah, he's a great putter.
Okay, so if you are 7 back of the lead, you are on our leaderboard at 8th place. But right now, Isaac Robinson's done with his round at 10 under. He is currently in second, tied with Little Bro.
Yeah.
Robinsons are doing the Robinson thing, man.
Gannon's doing the Gannon thing. He is just,
he is.
He's keeping pace, which is underrated, very tough thing to do. When you get a lead to then say, okay, I'm going to stomp the field and keep going, that's tough. It's tough to pull away. It takes a different kind of animal. He's a different kind of animal.
Rare. Well, we'll see you guys in the back 9 for round 3 at Brewster Ridge. Thanks to the Founders Club. We'll see you all in a bit.